Welcome to the Playbook Podcast. Welcome, everybody. This is episode 24 of the Playbook Podcast. We are excited to be here. It's going to be a little bit of an episode. Sorry, I didn't know what to do, so I decided to stare in the camera. No, welcome, everybody. This is episode 24 of the Playbook Podcast. We are excited to be here. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter episode. We apologize for that. It is literally just because the sports world is not nearly as busy as it was a couple weeks ago. So we don't have as much to talk about, but we're still going to be able to bring you a decent sized episode here. So we have some NFL to talk. We have some NBA to talk. We've got a little golf to talk. So we're excited for this. So we're going to jump right in. We're just going to go into the NFL side real quickly here, and then we'll touch on the All-Star break and everything of that nature. But Aaron Rodgers got let go by the Jets. The Jets said they are moving on from Aaron Rodgers. What do you guys think is next for him? Do you think he should retire? Do you think what are y'all's thoughts on Aaron Rodgers' career right now?
I hate to see him. I hate to say this, but I'm gonna say it. I think he should retire. I think he had a great run as a quarterback. I think he's a top 4 quarterback in my opinion of all time. Probably the best arm talent since before Mahomes came.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Even watching him play in his prime and now it's just two different things. The last time he had I actually had a good season, despite him kind of having a little roughy, was the last time he had 4,000 yards was 2022. That was before he got hurt with his Achilles and all that stuff the year prior to that. That's last year in Green Bay. But it's time for him to retire. I know people want to. I know he wants to go. I know I saw a Twitter on Instagram. I Twitter X or someone on social media where a safety for the Pittsburgh Steelers said that they didn't want him going to the Steelers. That he said he will change the culture around Pittsburgh. But you know what? As far as Aaron Rodgers, he was that bad man. He was the enigma, whatever you want to call him. Time for him to retire.
All righty.
Yeah.
Jaden, what do you think?
Well, we kind of touched on this in the middle of the NFL season, and I think my opinion on it still stands. I think that you look at his career, and you see Aaron Rodgers' career, and he has a great career behind him. I just think that my opinion still stands that if he keeps playing, he's going to ruin his legacy that he was behind. I mean, yes, everybody when they leave any sport, you obviously see the decline. But any player that you do see retire, they notice the decline and they notice when it's time to leave.
Yeah,
they don't keep playing through the decline hoping to get better.
Yeah, that's very true.
I just think age is a big factor. In this, you get old. Everybody does.
Yeah.
And you can't push past that. There's nothing you can do to make yourself younger yet, at least. So I think that, I think he needs to really, consider, especially the fact that, the Jets are moving on from him. I think it's going to be hard for him to sign with any other team, especially with him being, his stats from the last couple seasons and the way that he's been playing. I think it's going to be hard for him to find another team that'll want him. So I think, in my personal opinion, I think it's time for him to retire.
Yeah, I agree. He wasn't good when he was healthy, and he had an Achilles rupture. That's a very difficult injury to come back from. We've really only seen one guy look close to the same after an Achilles injury, and that was Kevin Durant. I mean, that's a devastating injury. That injury retired Kobe. It's retired it's retired tons of greats in every sport. That's a tough one. So yeah, he can't move like he used to. Obviously, age is a factor. The Achilles is a factor, and I really don't know what there might be some team that's going to try to try him out just because it's Aaron Rodgers, but he's not
Right.
obviously not the same anymore. So, yeah, I think if the Jets are letting you go, you should probably hang it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
You should probably hang it up. So, yeah, I definitely agree with you guys. Moving on to another player talking about their future. Travis Kelce said it on his podcast, New Heights, that he doesn't know what he's going to do. He doesn't know what the future of his career holds. So I'll ask you guys the question. This is pretty much the same question. What do you guys think is next for Travis Kelce? Should he retire?
You know, that's tough. I think I don't know what happened this year. This year's probably the worst I've ever seen him play in his career. But if you can go back to that one, and also you went on the Stephen A. Smith show, and Stephen A. asked him the same question. He said that if he would have three-peated, he probably would have retired. But overall, though, I think I want him to play one more season because I think that he wants to redeem himself with Mahomes to probably win a ring. And I think on top of that, he had 3 touchdowns this past season. Most teams in the NFL will still take that as a tight end overall. Like the Cowboys need a tight end. The Cowboys tight end had 2 catches last season. Look at him. Should he retire too? Probably not. He's so young. But I think Kelce should play one more year, and then I think he should probably help build him as the greatest tight end of all time. Because after that Super Bowl performance, I kind of question the GOAT tight end a little bit, not a lot, but just a little bit. So I think he should play one more season, in my opinion.
Okay, Jaden.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I think that he can play another season. I don't think that he should retire just yet. But I was just looking. If you look at his stats, I think we talked about these in a previous podcast too. But from 2016 to 2022, he had over 1,000-yard seasons.
Yeah.
And he had a good number of touchdowns in every single one of those years. If you look at the past 2 years, in 2023, he had a 984-yard season with 5 touchdowns. In this last season, he had an 823-yard season with 3 touchdowns. So we're seeing a slow, gradual decline from him. There could be a lot of factors that play into that. There's a lot of things going on about Travis Kelce's, the reason why he's playing so bad, but, we won't get into all that. But I think that, I don't think this should, looking at this, should say that he should quit or should retire. I think he's at least got another season in him. Maybe go out with a win, get another ring and, call it quits. But I don't know. I think he's got another season in him if he wants it.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm in the same boat with you guys on this one. That was kind of that would be a sad way to end his worst playoff performance, his worst Super Bowl performance, getting dominated like that. So, and we saw him not even, 2 years ago, or a year ago in the same situation. He was scoring on Kyle Hamilton in the AFC title game and was a big factor in their Super Bowl win versus the Niners. It's just like, I don't know, maybe you tighten up the regimen and try to come into the next season a little more prepared. I'm not sure if that was an issue or not, but might just be old age, but maybe just give it another try. At least give it a try in the off season. Try out during, see how you feel during, OTAs and camps and all sorts of all those things. Just kind of see what happens. So, yeah, I think you should go for another season personally. So, and the last question is, should we owe Tom Brady an apology? And the answer is yes, we should.
Yeah, here's why.
Tom Brady.
Here's why though, because here's the deal. I love Mahomes, but here's the deal. If Tom Brady, we said this last week too on the podcast on the episode. Go back and watch it, guys. If you haven't seen it yet, pause this podcast and go back and watch the whole episode. Come back to this.
No. Watch this first, then go.
First,
Yeah. Okay. Here's the deal. I'll never forget last season when they won a championship. The Chiefs did. People were questioning. Okay, who will you take in the final drive, Brady or Mahomes? And people said Mahomes, for obvious reasons, because he has better talent with running. But Tom Brady, though, has the arm and accuracy. Now, what made Tom Brady so great was not because he had a 90% arm strength. What made him great was his mind and football. On the next day, he went on Colin Cowherd's show on The Herd on FS1, talking about how quarterbacks today don't really take that in with the mind and in football. They want to play Madden football and run around the backyard football and just run with the ball and throw under the side arms, underneath throws. And that he said that he hates that. He said that in today's NFL and quarterbacks, that the fundamentals have gone away. So we owe him an apology. Myself, I think I had him as a GOAT before this season, even the year prior to that. You can ask Nick. Me and him discussed the GOAT a lot about Tom Brady and Mahomes a lot before the podcast even happened. So I believe we all owe him an apology. I think Nick Wright owes him an apology big time because Nick Wright was really biased towards Mahomes like crazy, man. Basically wanted to kiss the guy, which I mean, really, I'm being for real by that. And we owe this guy an apology. Nick Wright, Shannon Sharp, Ryan Clark, Dan Orlovsky, Greeny, and even myself a little bit, owe him a little apology. Tom Brady, here's a GOAT. Bow down to you. You're the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, basically more of the same. Yeah, we owe him an apology. I think
Brandon, it's what we did.
Yeah, I think what happened with, myself and, everybody else that was watching Patrick Mahomes this season is all they saw and all a lot of people were thinking about was the three-peat.
Yeah.
And everybody was so heavily focused on the three-peat and, even through, Patrick Mahomes' season, he played not good. He did not play good during the season. But everybody's but if he hits that three-peat, that's all they were looking at is the three-peat. They weren't looking at how he was playing. Everybody was just looking for the three-peat. So, yes, if he did it, we'd be having a different conversation right now. But I just think that even if he did get the three-peat, you still have to look at the way he played this season.
That was awful.
If he would have got the three-peat playing that awful, there would have been a lot of questions as to how. It definitely wasn't because of him. That's for sure. He obviously helped, yes, but yeah, I think that as of right now, it is Tom Brady. There is potential for Patrick Mahomes, to cross that barrier, but I think as of right now, we can't compare it to Patrick Mahomes right now.
Yeah, I agree. I kind of did my Tom Brady talk last week, so if you want to see what I said about him, go check that out. But yeah,
finish this episode first.
Yeah, I won't rehash it. But I agree with you guys. I definitely agree with you guys on that. So, we're gonna shift over to the NBA. The All-Star Weekend happened. So the All-Star Weekend has been notoriously horrible for the last couple of years. Nobody really cares about it. Nobody watches it. So Mac McClung, the NBA's favorite dunker.
Oh God, dude.
They have to get him each time. He actually put on a very incredible performance in the dunk contest. I thought he was great. He won. He's the first to ever three-peat in the dunk contest. his dunk over the car was very impressive. It was. If anyone tells me Blake Griffin's dunk over the car was better, you were literally wrong, because Blake Griffin jumped over the hood of the car.
Yeah.
Mac McClung did the splits over the top of the car.
And wasn't someone in the car too?
Someone had the hat was
Yeah.
out
Yeah,
holding the
yeah.
ball like that. So I don't want to hear anything about that. He was very impressive. The question is, did he save the dunk contest? I'll go first because I want to talk about it. No. He didn't save the dunk contest. I'll tell you why. He actually hurt the dunk contest. You might be thinking, that's ridiculous. How do you do that? Because his dunk over the car, I promise you, you will never see a dunk better than that in the rest of your life. You won't. His head, he was literally looking in the rim, jumped over a car, did the splits, grabbed the ball, reverse. You're never going to see anything like that again. So now, and we've gotten to the point where we've seen a lot of dunks and like, yeah, I don't think any superstar is doing a dunk like that. Ja Morant. I know Ja Morant had a Twitter thing where he said, "Oh, Mac makes me want to do the dunk contest." And then Giannis said, "If you do it, I'll do it." That's a bunch of baloney. Neither of them are doing the dunk contest. I promise you, neither of them are doing the dunk contest. But no, I don't think he did, because like the dunk contest has kind of been a joke they had Jesser from YouTube as a judge.
Who?
Exactly. You have to, if you don't know NBA YouTube, like the channels, you don't know who Jesser is. He used to play 2K and all sorts of that, and he was a judge. It's like they're letting anybody judge. And they had Drewski in the celebrity game. So like, and Kai Cenat was there. Is
411.
So anyways, no, I don't think he did. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree with Nick 100%. This is embarrassing for the NBA. The fact that G Leaguer.
You need Mac McClung to save your dunk contest?
The NBA
G Leaguer. At G Leaguer, guys.
He's not even an actual NBA player.
Not an NBA player, like with 2 minutes in the NBA. They got booted out of there. They said, "You're fired, get out." That's what they did to him. And guess what? The fact I will admit, I was a little impressed by the dunk contest. It was spectacular.
Yeah, it was fun to watch for once.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. It's over. This is embarrassing for the NBA. I know people are going to bash LeBron for this, so you know what? Let's go ahead and get that out of the way real quick.
Dude, when
not
people
LeBron's
not bash LeBron?
This is not LeBron's fault. LeBron did not ruin anything. Maybe, but what if he would have gotten hurt in his prime, doing a dunk contest like that? What would have happened to his career? He wouldn't be in the GOAT debate and the GOAT conversation for sure if he tore his Achilles doing the dunk contest. He wouldn't have done it. So he's 6'9", 270 in his prime. Yeah, I would admit I would have loved to see him participate, but it ain't his fault. The fact that G League, that's number one. But here's the deal. Back to this conversation real quick. Mac McClung did not save it. The NBA should be embarrassed by letting G Leaguer take over it. That's how I feel about it. And I feel like they were glazing him a little bit too. Like
yeah. Yeah. Again, more of the same, but I feel like they really didn't put anybody who like was competition to Mac McClung.
No.
Like they're like, let's get these people who come out, do a basic dunk, and then because the order that they had it, they put Mac McClung last, so that all these people can come and do these basic dunks, and then okay, here's Mac McClung, he's gonna blow them all away, for the hype. Not saying that Mac McClung didn't do good dunks, because his dunks were good, but I think the format, the way that they set it up perfectly to where they had people who would come and do some, like, there were a couple other good dunks, but they just kind of came out, did a semi basic dunk, and then sent Mac McClung out to blow them all out the water. I think, like Nick said, nobody will ever see the dunk that Matt Clem did over the
No.
car, unless he does it again. Then we'll see it again. But
Yeah.
Though.
yeah, the fact that they brought a G leaguer in to try and save the dunk contest, they did the exact opposite in doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. So the All-Star game happened too, with a new goofy, horrific format, but whatever. So there's a lot of drama surrounding this, and there's one reason, because it's time for everyone to bash on LeBron James because they're really bored and don't have anything else to do. So the question we have here is, did this save the All-Star game? So the answer to that's probably no. For me, it's definitely a no. But so LeBron sat out. I'm just going to go ahead and talk about it. LeBron sits out last minute. He says, "I am dealing with and my ankle's still not feeling great. I'm going to take the time off. I'm actually going to," he said, being fifth in the West, he wants to be able to be fully healthy and rested for a playoff push. The issue that people have is that he waited so long to sit out. And my rebuttal is, are you guys stupid? That's my rebuttal. And here's why. Do you think that there's a chance that the morning of the All-Star game, LeBron was like, my foot kind of actually hurts. I don't know if I want to do this. Or do you guys just think that everything LeBron does is premeditated and he knew weeks before that he wasn't going to play in the All-Star game and he did this for attention? Guys, do you think LeBron Raymond James Sr. needs attention? He can eat a mustard sandwich and get attention for it.
He'd get hate for it.
He will get hate. Oh, why would LeBron eat a mustard sandwich with no bologna? Yeah, that's what they would say. But that's what they would say. But like, do you guys really think that the most popular athlete in American sports needs attention or wants it? Do you really think that? If you do, you need to really think about it. You really do. And also, here's why I'm upset. I'm not going to go long on this. Anthony Edwards, the 23-year-old, did the exact same thing, and nobody said anything about it. We're mad at the 40-year-old who's played in 20 of these instead of the 23-year-old who I was there 8 months ago when everyone was saying this guy's going to be the face of the NBA. This guy's the second coming of Michael Jordan. And he sat out, and not even a single word of hate. People hate LeBron so much, they were ready to be at bat and fight for Norman Powell. How many of you guys, and I want an honest answer, are going to lose sleep over the fact that Norman Powell didn't get to play in the All-Star game because LeBron James waited too long to sit out? How many of you actually care about that? How many?
I don't care.
Nobody cares. No, he was going to play 3 minutes. He's going to play 3 minutes. He would have been on the team with Jason Tatum, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant. All. You think Norman Powell is going to get a lot of minutes? No. Dude, people hate LeBron so much, dude. So keep the same energy for Ant Edwards. Grow up and find a new hobby other than hating LeBron. It's getting old. And use your brain. That's all I have to say.
Okay, I'm gonna go off by that. But first, the question real quick: did it take the format? No, it didn't. I will admit, I give him props for trying on defense for once in my life in the All-Star game since 2020. But yeah. Back to this one. I first thought about it for a second, and I think he should have gotten blamed for it. But I thought about it, you know what? This guy is, like Nick said, they're fifth in the West. So would you rather have it get hurt even more on the All-Star game, or would you want to win a championship? What would you rather have? LeBron would have won a chip. He wants to win the fifth ring. That's his goal. And I agree with Nick 100%. LeBron can save for everything. This guy can really park on a curb So he didn't park perfectly.
LeBron hit the curb while driving through the drive-through.
Yeah, like really, that's what would have happened. I agree with. I mean, it's insane to me how much hate this blame he gets for so much in the NBA. This proves a lot that he is the GOAT because y'all give him this double standard crap. Y'all didn't do it. I mean, y'all did it for Tiger Woods for a long time for Jack Nicklaus, and it's even stupider even now. LeBron James gets a lot of hate for what he does in the NBA. Michael Jordan did the same thing in 2001. MJ, after his first year coming back in retirement from the Wizards, the voters played for him, and he won a vote. Turns out, you know what happened? He sat it out, didn't play. He was in the suit at courtside with the celebrities, with everybody you can think of as a celebrity at the time, with Will Smith next to him and Chris Rock, and then Chad Nicholson next to him. And then but you know what? No one blames him for that. Anthony Edwards, 23 years old. I'm 22. He's a year older than me. But he's LeBron James. He's not.
Ridiculous. It's
He's
ridiculous.
not. People want to be this. People want to be this perfect guy. It's hilarious to me because people want to see when he was in high school. People wanted this guy to succeed so much. They thought they clearly. I'll never forget his draft night. They put a promo video of him, Magic, Jordan, Kobe, Shaq. What happened to all that energy, guys? You know what happened to all that energy?
He got too close to Jordan.
Yep. And after that,
him.
people like, you know what? We're going to bash LeBron because we can't handle this greatness at all no more.
I can't, bro. I can't do it.
And here's the deal. Here's my problem with old heads. Old heads don't give the same energy for Kareem or Jordan or even Kobe. I love Kobe. I love Jordan too. But here's the deal. Give this guy his credit for once. Give him credit. When he's no longer in the NBA, I think the NBA will actually die. If he retires soon. Enjoy him while he's here. He's 40 freaking years old. He can sit out whenever he wants to sit out. He's 40 years old, guys. He's 40. 40 years old. He still plays like he's 25 years old. So keep this energy, old people. Keep the same energy.
Yeah. I think, that it's kind of like that thing where, people hate, admitting that someone's right. So they be mean. They're mean instead.
Yep.
Or like saying the truth. Like the conversation of how, they bashed LeBron because he got too close to Jordan. It's because they don't want to admit it. And so they'd rather hate him instead. There are people, who are just so set that, Jordan's GOAT. You have your own opinion. Who cares? But don't hate LeBron just because he's LeBron. That's what happens. That's what everybody does. Just because, they hear LeBron James in a sentence and they have to find something that they hate about it. He could donate $1 million to charity and they'd find something wrong.
Yeah.
He picked the wrong charity. Or why did he only donate $1 million with all the money that he has? It's just simply just because, they want to find something to hate about him. Him sitting out was a smart decision. I mean, I would have too. I was talking
the All-Star game. No one cares about it anymore.
Yeah. I was talking to Trey yesterday, and I told him, I said he probably also sat out because he thought the format was stupid.
He doesn't want to play against G Leaguers?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to play against G Leaguers, bro.
He's trying to win a championship, and he's 40. Yeah. He's 40. He's 40. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. No. But yeah, it was a smart move for him to sit out. I mean, especially with where they're sitting right now. I think it was a smart move. He didn't save the All-Star game, and I think it's going to be hard for anybody to save the All-Star game unless they,
Jesus. It's going to take Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, to save the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs to bring Adam Silver. He needs to bring David Stern back from the dead.
and something needs to happen. But the All-Star weekend is over now. Thank God. I don't have to hear about this nonsense anymore. So who do you guys think are some we've seen a couple times like post All-Star break a team gets hot. So who's y'all's team? Who do you think is going to get hot after the All-Star break?
Okay, for the East, I'm gonna probably say man, I haven't really watched the East that much this year. I'd probably say probably the Knicks.
Okay.
The Knicks are hot. I know right now they're having. I know I know they're good right now. And they're third in the West and the East. I think they're third in the East, right?
They're third in the East. Yeah.
Okay. I think they can knock off some teams in the going further. I mean, I'm not trying to be like a biased Knicks fan, like people on TV, but I think they have a chance to do something great in the East. So let's see what I think. I see a lot. I think Jalen Brunson's like Allen Iverson a little bit. He kind of can carry a team on his back. So East, that's East for me. West, Lakers. I think Luka and LeBron are gonna go crazy.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna go crazy, man. Luka, AR, and Dawson Connect in the corner. It's over, man. It's over.
Yeah. All right. So you got the Knicks and the Lakers. Jaden, who you got?
Yeah, I think mine's about the same. You know, there's a lot of. I mean, we're at the point of the season where it's like there's a lot of like unpredictability for some parts. I mean, obviously there's teams who are like, yeah, they're not going to do great for the rest of the season, but there's some teams who like are in that middle ground who have like if they try a little bit harder and they prepare a little bit better, they could flip around and have a crazy ending to their season. So I think we're just at the middle of the season where we really don't know. There could be a team that comes out of nowhere and shocks us all. But yeah, I think I also have I think I have the Knicks too as of right now. I don't really have a solid answer on that. But I think, I wouldn't call the Lakers necessarily a sleeper team, but I think with this Luka trade, I think with everybody hating on it, because, just like earlier, we won't get back into that. But, with all the hate and, them getting Dalton Connect back, I think that was huge. I think they have a huge potential to, really go all the way this season.
Yeah. Yeah, so my East team is the Magic. I like the Magic. I think they're going to make a push. Paolo Banchero is back. He's healthy, and I think that they have a good enough roster. They're 7th in the East right now. I think they can make a push and get out of that. They're 2.5 games back of the Pistons, which huge shout out to the Pistons for turning their season or their franchise around this year. They're 2.5 games back of the Pistons for the 6th seed. I think they can make a push for that 6th seed. And then my Western Conference one, I totally understand the Lakers pick there. And I would pick the Lakers, but I'm going to pick the Spurs. Because of I really like the De'Aaron Fox trade. And I think now, having more time to practice and be together, him and Wemby, I think they can make a push. They're 12th right now. So this is a big sleeper. They're 12th in the West. They are 3.5 games back of the 10 spot that the Warriors are at the 10 spot. So I think they can make a push for the play-in. So those are my two for sure. Those are my two. And so a team that kind of had a shocking fall off, not really shocking if you have a brain, but shocking for a lot of people are the 76ers. The 76ers are in deep trouble. They are 11th in the East. They're 20-34, which is funny that that's 11th in the East. That would be 14th and or be 13th in the. It would be the 14th actually, the 14th in the West. So they are as of right now a game and a half back from the Bulls in the 10 spot. But do you guys? Who do you think's fault it is? It's pretty obvious what the answer is, but I guess what do you guys think?
I think it's Joel Embiid's fault. Here's the deal: this guy, me and Nick, before 2024, late 2024, we went on a rant on Joel Embiid. how this guy doesn't want to play back to backs no more. He's out of shape, and it shows it a lot this season. A couple years ago, people were calling the guy the best player in the NBA over Jokic, over Jason Tatum, LeBron, Steph Curry, and turns out he fell off big time.
Yep.
And here's the deal. He said, I'll never forget one time he called himself the modern day Shaq. That is straight up. He should be arrested for that. This guy should be out the This guy shouldn't have went to the Olympics at all. Because I knew he didn't really contribute much in the Olympics at all. It was mainly AD center, and then someone else here, forgot the guy's name. It caught up on my mind for a second, but it's Joel Embiid's fault. I think he might have had to retire very quickly, probably soon, because his body's tearing down. He's 7 foot. He needs to get in shape, act like he cares about the game, and that's all he needs to do. He needs to really think about his career long term. I think he needs to retire. Probably outside of Kawhi Leonard, probably the worst star in the NBA could ever have is Joel Embiid as a big man.
Jaden.
Yeah, I mean, it almost looks like Joel Embiid just kind of gave up.
He gave up big time, man.
He's just here for his paycheck. You know, he's showing up like he's coming to like an 8 to 5 job. You know, just another day at the office. Let's get through the day and I'll get my paycheck.
Yeah.
You know, there's no effort from him for him to want to keep playing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you all said, he doesn't play back-to-back games. It's just like almost like he lost his passion for the game.
All right.
Which, I mean, that's okay if you lost your passion for the game, but don't play through it. There's no reason to play through it if you lost it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it does no good for you. I mean, you're just wearing your body out for no reason at that point.
Yeah.
Or risking the potential to get hurt, you know, just because you don't. And, you know, I feel like it's more devastating. You know, you get hurt doing something you're not enjoying.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I'm not saying that he should retire. I'm just saying that he should really consider what he wants to do going forward, whether he wants to keep playing or whether he just, you know, I'm done. This is not what I want to do anymore. I just want to, you know, retire and, you know, live a happy life and just, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but you need to make a decision.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I don't really have much to say. I said my thing on Joel Embiid a couple episodes ago when I was not very kind to him, and I think it's his fault. He's the star. Everyone tells me that every time LeBron James's team is messed up or wrong, you blame him. So I'm doing the same thing for Joel Embiid. I'm keeping the same energy.
Yeah.
He's the best player on the team. He's not available. He's not playing well, and they also lost Jared McCain. That's obviously a huge part. Their star.
I feel bad for Tyrese Maxey, man. He's a baller.
Yeah, I do. It's unlucky, but yeah, I'm gonna have to blame him there. So Draymond Green, I don't know why the NBA keeps giving him a mic, but they gave him a mic, and he said that the Warriors were going to win it all. And I didn't know if he meant like win like tacos for the fans at Oracle, or I guess the Chase Center. I don't know if he meant we're winning all the tacos for our fans. Turns out he meant the NBA championship. Shocking, I know. So what do you guys think Draymond drank before he said that? I think he drank some Johnny Walker, some whiskey, is my guess. Probably a little too much. So that's my guess. What do you guys think?
Here's the deal, Draymond Green. Stay off the weed. Stay off that Zaza, bro. You're high. You're really high. Go pee in the cup, bro.
He thinks Jimmy Butler is Michael Jordan.
I guess so, man. I mean, dude.
Oh, my word.
Ain't gonna last, dude. Here's the deal. I will admit, they have a little hot streak going on right now, but guess what's gonna fall off? Steph is gonna run out energy. He's carrying that team on his back. Draymond Green is just doing nothing but sending picks. The dude got benched. He's not even starting. He's not even starting no more as a center, as a Warrior anymore. So Draymond Green, still off the weed, bro. Good off the Hennessy. I don't know if LeBron gave you his drink before the game. I don't know. I don't know. Shit. I don't know. if Shannon Sharp gave you his late shit about the PTA, whatever it was. Bro, you're drunk. So go ahead, Jaden. He's freaking drunk. He should be inside the NBA. Fire this guy real quick. Fire this guy.
So, couple things.
He's freaking.
There's a very good reason why they put him in the skills challenge and not in the All-Star game.
Yeah.
There's also a reason why they put him as the as one of the halftime, sitting at the desk,
Yeah.
It's because they don't want him to play. Because they obviously don't see him playing good. He's benched, like Trey said. This guy, I mean, I think this guy, he's got a great face for the media. So maybe that's his next step. Go to the media.
Oh man, he's.
I don't know. I think he was drunk, but whatever. So this is more of a Trey question for this one because this is kind of right up Trey's alley. But NBA on NBC is coming up. They've said that they've hired on Mike Tirico's doing their head commentate, and they hired Carmelo Anthony as an in studio analyst. So what do you guys think about those picks so far?
So Mike Tirico should not be the head commentating at all for the NBA. I don't think really overall he's a good play-by-play commentator. He's more like a Sports Center host guy, like a personality-wise. I feel like NBC holds him back a little bit. You even saw on ESPN too. In my opinion, Kevin Harlan should be on that NBA headset commentating for NBC next season. Now Mike Tirico, I think besides Mike Breen, in my opinion, he's the best commentator I've ever seen commentating in the game with his whole enthusiasm. Mike is just dry, man. He's just like a talker. He just yaps a lot, and it's just annoying sometimes. But yeah, that's just how I feel about it. Carmelo Anthony, I don't know why y'all hired. So I mean, I get why y'all hired him, but I think it's a good thing because I feel like Carmelo Anthony is stepping into the media realm with the NBA. Everyone was like every athlete, everybody that retires goes into media. So I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah. Jaden, what you think?
I don't really have too much insight on this because I really haven't paid too much attention to it. I think that's cool. The NBA going on NBC, but I mean, Trey knows more about it than I do, so I'll just I'll guys to say for it.
I'm gonna have to agree with that. I mean, I know Mike Tirico. I don't know how he'll do for NBA. We'll see. Carmelo Anthony, I don't know. It's a hit or miss with the players that go into the media. I really don't know. He could be great. He could be horrible. I don't know, but we'll have to see. So
yeah, I think at the end of the day, you have to start somewhere. So
yeah, start somewhere and build on it. So we'll see what happens. But is it today? Michael Jordan's birthday was today?
Yeah, it's today, man.
All right. Happy birthday, Michael Jordan. Everyone thinks I hate him. I actually don't. So his birthday was today. He turned 62. He's 62 years old. So the question was thoughts on him. I wrote he's good at basketball. No, I'll be serious. People who think I hate Michael Jordan is just incorrect. I don't hate Michael Jordan. I've actually never said a bad thing about Michael Jordan. I've only said the truth about Michael Jordan. That's all I do. He's the second greatest basketball player ever. He changed the game. He made the game global. He has the most popular brand ever. Jordan fans love to do this thing where they tell me that he's the GOAT because of his brand. Okay, if you think that matters, that's great. Obviously, his brand is the biggest in terms of a basketball player. Nike made the right decision getting him. He changed the company. He changed basketball. He made it global. He's the second greatest player ever. He was way, way, way too good for his time period. And he was a very good basketball player. And yeah, I actually don't hate him, guys. I don't know if y'all knew that, but I actually don't hate him. I actually have a lot of respect for him. And I have watched like 90% of his playoff games. So I have nothing but respect for him. I just don't think he's the GOAT. But still, second best ever out of a lot of people that play basketball. That's great. That's great. You guys act like it's bad. It's great. And no, he should be celebrated today for what he means for basketball. So happy birthday, MJ. I know you smoked a lot of cigars and had a lot of alcohol. So happy for you, man.
And play some golf too.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so Jordan, the tie between him and LeBron's the GOAT for me.
You
We ready?
You literally said it. You already, dude. Why are you doing it? You're clip farming.
It's on tape. It's on tape.
It's all we have it on tape.
Okay, guys. Okay. But anyway, here's the deal. Jordan, I think, is the most popular athlete probably of all time. I didn't really grow up in that era, but I do watch his games a lot on YouTube. Even to this day, I do watch his games. I think, in my opinion, it's the best shoe brand ever. Better than Adidas, Reebok, Under Armour, but I think he's the best shoe brand ever. And yeah, I think it's great to see him succeed, what he came through in his life, being cut from high school to being in the NBA Hall of Famer, arguably the GOAT, one or two greatest players of all time. And yeah, Jordan, happy birthday. Hopefully he watches this podcast. He probably don't, but it's okay.
He's not watching this.
He probably doesn't watch TV, but it's okay.
Jaden?
Well, happy birthday, Jordan. I mean, one of the best to ever do it. Calling him what? You can call him one, you can call him two. At the end of the day, he was a great basketball player. And you can't take away from that. People think, even if, you put him in second place, or you put LeBron over Jordan, however you want to do it. People think that putting Jordan as number 2 is putting him at like number 1,000.
At 50, at 500 million.
I know, dude.
And there's, being number 2 out of how many basketball players have ever played the game of basketball, that's insane. I mean, not many people, well, I guess only one person could be number 2, but you can't take away from the fact that, he's in the top 2, even if you put him first, that's okay. That's your personal opinion,
Yeah.
Come tell us why he's number 1. But all three of us, say that LeBron is the GOAT. He's number 1. Despite what Trey says. We could even put up the clip if we need to.
We're gonna post the clip of him saying LeBron's the GOAT. I'm sick of this, bro.
Yeah, we'll post it every time Trey says that is a tie. We'll just post the clip again. But yeah, go. Happy birthday, Jordan.
Yeah.
Hope you had a good day.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jordan, in the comments down below.
Yep.
Yeah. Here's the deal. All I can say about the GOAT debate is a 2-man conversation. It's Jordan, LeBron. Everybody else, I'm going to ignore you. I'm going to tell you to go get drug tested. You don't know basketball.
Bronny?
No, I'm talking about 2. Like,
Jordan, no, it's got it.
LeBron.
Oh, yeah, Jordan
and LeBron. Nobody else.
LeBron and Bronny.
Bronny.
Dude, you don't understand ball. It's okay.
Bronny Jr.
I saw Bronny hit a step back 3. I never seen Jordan hit a step back 3. So that's all I'm saying.
Jordan never did that move.
But it's still a tie for me, guys. So yeah.
Okay, so he's lying. Anyways, Trey put this question: what are the best Jordans ever to wear? Like, I've worn every Jordan. I don't know. My favorite Jordans are Jordan 11s because it's just is what reminds me of Jordan the most.
Yeah, mine. I like the ones, the 11s, and the 4s. It's a tied. I
I
can't
like the
choose.
4s too. I like the 4s too.
Yeah,
I like the 4s. I also like these. I also like the 3s too, and the 2s.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I like the 1s, 2s, the 3s,
1,
the
2,
4s,
3,
the 5s, the 6s, the 7s.
So just pick one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I think me personally, I mean, I think they're the only ones I've ever had is the ones. Just can't go wrong with the ones. Classic.
Can't go wrong.
But yeah, that's just me.
Yeah. Well, that wraps up our basketball talk. We're going to move to golf very quickly. There was a tournament to the Genesis Invitational. This is the tournament that Tiger hosts. It was actually a great watch. Ludwig Oberg of Texas Tech. He's a Red Raider. Wreck him. He ended up winning after a massive. Almost died with a hiccup. Wow, almost died. He ended up winning with a massive fourth round. He had a fantastic comeback. He was like, it was like plus at the beginning of that round, he was like plus 2,000 to win. And then he ended up winning. Is very, very impressive. He played great. Rory was there. He didn't have a fantastic tournament. He had a pretty rough third round and final round. Overall, I'm not really worried about that as a Rory fan. He just won the Pebble Beach. I'm not really worried. It happens. Golf's hard. But yeah, I think Ludwig Oberg is going to have a big year. I could definitely see him winning a major. And I think this is just, one of many wins to come. He's extremely talented and he can golf, man. So yeah.
He's from Tech.
And he's from Tech. Got to root for him.
Which big one does he win? Which big major does he win this year? Ludwig.
I think if there was one he was going to win, I would say, I'm going to just throw this out there. I think he could win the Masters.
Oh, wow.
But if I were to pick the Masters, but if I were to pick one, it'd be the British Open. He seems like a British Open guy to me. He's extremely good with his irons. He's a great chipper, a great putter. He can really control his ball flight. That's what you need for a British Open. So I think the British Open. But if he wins the Masters, I wouldn't be shocked at all. So
yeah, he also has a powerful swing too.
He's got a big swing.
Yeah, smooth. He's so smooth too, man. Like doesn't do any extra stuff. He just swings the ball.
His golf swing makes me want to sell my clubs.
Yeah, I mean, I get that.
Yeah,
I get that a lot. I mean, I feel that, especially with
Steven
Russell ruined my swing, guys. But yeah, he ruined my swing. But thank you, Lisa Hill. Shout out to you. Saved my swing big time. Same as Nick too. Steven Russell should be. I'm not gonna go there, but anyways, yeah.
Easy there.
Whoa. But yeah, do you guys, if you guys were to pick a major that he would win this year, what would y'all pick?
I'd probably say the PGA Championship. It's in isn't it in I did it. Where's it out this year? Let me see. Where's it at?
It's gonna be at Quail Hollow. Rory's winning that.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's Rory's course, baby. Hey. That's Rory's.
Either the PGA Championship or the U.S. Open.
Okay. Yeah, I can see him. He's got a big swing. He could win the U.S. Open too.
Because in the U.S. Open, you can't really mess up. You mess up and hit the rough, it's over for you.
Or Tiger or Bryson when he won this first one, they just hit it so far that even though you're in the rough, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And he has a game. He has not only that, he's tall, and he's really tall. Like this guy is like. I mean, I don't know how he does it. So he has a game for it. I think this year, he might be the top 3 player in the world this year, and if he stays consistent. Golf's a hard sport. We never know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a hard sport overall. It can't. No one can master it unless you're Tiger Woods. But
he's clutch too, man. He hit that big putt. He won off a birdie putt. I mean, So, yeah.
And Scotty came in hot too in the second round.
The course was playing really hard the last couple of days, the third round. But yeah, I could see one in the U.S. Open. The U.S. Open is in Oakmont. That's going to be brutal. They're going to have that thing nasty. But
he has the game for it.
Definitely possible. He has the game for it. He's long. He's got the game for it.
I also want to see. I I do want to see. I want to see Bryson probably. I think Bryson might either Bryson or Ludwig will win the U.S. Open.
Yeah, that's a good call. I like it.
If Bryson repeats, I won't be surprised.
Bryson's he's like the prototype golfer for the U.S. Open. He's just, yeah.
That's his tournament. He's even said it.
That's his tournament. That's his tournament.
Yeah.
Jaden, what you think?
I think he's got a shot at the U.S. Open. But before Nick even said it, I thought maybe he's got a shot at the Masters too. So
yeah,
it'd be a big step, but there's a chance.
Yeah, no, definitely. There's definitely a chance.
Yeah, back to I know this is off topic, but when are we gonna see freaking Micah and Grant going tour, dude?
Never.
Well, here's the deal. If they're gonna go, they want to go pro. I've heard them say it many times on their YouTube videos. When is it? Do you think it will ever happen?
No.
I think they need to get off YouTube for a while.
No, the pro's too hard. I know Garrett doesn't want to do it. Micah's talked about it. It's too much. Like if you watch Wesley Bryan plays a lot on YouTube Golf. If you watch him play these guys, he's like joking around, having a good time. He's just dominating, and he's like not a great PGA Tour golfer. Like he's a fantastic golfer, obviously, because he's in the tour, but there are leagues and leagues even ahead of him. And it's like, yeah, the only guy that I think on YouTube Golf that could make the pros is George Bryan. He's made a cut at a PGA event in Bermuda. He's the only one that I think could get a pro card. He's the only one. And that Bryson DeChambeau, he's pretty good at golf too. He might be able to make it. He's a YouTuber. Look him up. He could make it to the pros one day. He's got the game for it, I think. So,
what does it mean, DeChambeau?
Oh, that's how you say it, Bryson DeChambeau. Bryson DeChambeau. He's got a YouTube channel. Look him up. He's really good. He could make the pros one. Hey, I could see him winning a couple U.S. Opens.
Made a hole-in-one over his house.
Just saying, he made a hole-in-one over his house. He can make the pros. But guys, that wraps us up for today. Garrett's not making the pros. That wraps us up today, guys. Yeah, the pros is too hard. I don't think so. I'm making the pros though. I'm lying. Guys, that wraps us up.
Guess what, guys? For YouTube, real quick. This week PGA comes out. You're gonna see me dominate Nick, Jaden.
Trey's not winning a single game, bro.
You can add me on Lopez 2425 on PS5. Hook me up.
This guy sucks at big games. He's bad.
Nick. I dominate Nick every day of the week.
So Trey's lying. And
Jordan LeBron's a tie, guys. Remember that. I said it to tie.
He's just lying. He's a big liar. But guys, we're gonna get out of here before Trey just starts yapping some more. He's saying nonsense. Guys, thank you so much for joining today. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, show your grandma, show your dog, show your nephew and your niece. Do whatever you have to do to help us out. We really appreciate it. Thank you guys again. We will be back next week for a regular scheduled episode.
If you want to let us know.
We're never posting a bonus episode ever. With a special guest, it's not happening.
No, like about Adam Silver.
Yeah, maybe a bonus with us, but not with a guest. Never happening.
Adam Silver.
Yeah, we're never getting a guest. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us. We hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week, and we'll see you again next week for a regular scheduled episode, maybe a bonus episode. We'll let you know. See you later.